Hey there, Clashers, what is going on? It is your host, Galadon. Thank you for checking out Clash of Clans Attacks, where today we've got another exciting episode. We are talking about clan war, and more specifically, close calls in clan wars. And at the end of this video, possibly one archer that caused the loss for the entire clan, and it came at none other than the hands of your own host, Galadon. So let's get right down into the replays. First up, we've got Strikers, who we can almost always count on for most heroic attack in any clan war because he's got slightly lower level heroes and he always chooses to go after top bases. Pretty much a standard Go Wipe army assortment right here. He's got a jump, couple of rage, a freeze, and a lightning, and the wall breaker deployment perfectly offset from the golem so they don't get hit by the wizard's splash damage. They've got that outer wall open, and now we see a slight twist to a standard Go Wipe. Rather than letting the rest of the units move in at this point, he's going to wait. He's going to sacrifice one of those lead golems to make sure that the entire clan castle comes up here. He's going to very, very patiently wait. In fact, I think we've got two golems going down now. As we zoom in, we can see the clan castle bunched up very tightly, very precisely drops the lightning spell right between the two witches. Sure enough, it takes out all of the most dangerous units. He's got the jump spell down now, perfect placement there, and now he brings in his last golem and the entire remaining attacking force. The P.E.K.K.A.s, the king are moving in there, and again another twist. He doesn't drop the queen. Great freeze spell here though, gets the Expo and the Inferno Tower, perfect middle placement. Good rage spell predicting where those units are going, dealing with a lot of damage here from these two Infernos. Now a skeleton trap popping up, another disastrous development. He's got two Expos on him as well, but the Town Hall does go down, and there we can see the Queen's deployment. Level 30 Queen placed outside of the battle, working on getting that second star, and then the clan castle on the bottom right here. So this is definitely an unusual deployment of troops for a Go Wipe, but it is effective nonetheless. And we're getting awfully close now, 44%. He just has a few wizards and archers left, and he is going to use great patience, waiting to see where he can deploy these very carefully, trying to get them down, spreading them out, getting those buildings that are unprotected, putting down wizards where they can get through a building before that mortar gets them out. And there goes the archers in the top left of the screen, second star, 50%. Nice, very close call for Strikers, but he does manage to eke out the 2-star victory over much higher level heroes. And speaking of attacking higher level heroes, next up we have Tariq, who not only has some of the lowest level heroes in Lost Phoenix, but also he doesn't have maxed wizards or a maxed jump spell. Going up against a much higher level base, he's brought a pretty standard Go Wee Wee style army. The golems have gone down. The first wall breaker's not quite getting that wall open there. The wizard's working on the structures. The second wall breaker there does get the hole open, and now all of the golems are going to funnel through that same opening. Well-placed rage spell accelerating all of the units in there. Now the jump spell, kind of a mistake. Obviously he didn't really think ahead on what spells to bring. Maybe he was planning on attacking a different base and changed his mind. The jump spell not really a use there at all, as the walls are completely open, but the units are moving towards that town hall, taking down the clan castle troops. There is the last rage spell. We've got a massive confrontation right around the town hall. The defending queen goes down shortly after the town hall goes down. But we are only at about 35% damage, but luckily there are several golems still up, so hopefully they will serve to protect those wizards, witches, and the attacking level 20 archer queen as they work their way through this giant opening here. We've got a lot of structures to get through, 42% making great progress here. A lot of the smaller units are staying up till the Expo does turn on them as that golem is down. And now we're at 45% damage. The archer queen in the middle finally pops her royal cloak, and that's going to help her get through at least 2 or 3 more structures. That gets him to 49%, and there you can see top left of the screen, single archer working on that barracks, and that archer right there is going to get through that barracks, as is the wizard through the gold storage, and there is 50, 51, 52%. Tariq's just squeaking out the 2-star victory. Couple extra structures around the outside there, but a well-planned, good 2-star victory with lower level troops, heroes, and spells. So next we will take a look at another familiar name. That is Dave from Lost Phoenix, a long-time valued member who is back in action. Here he's dropping a pretty standard Go Wee Wee style attack, although he's much heavier on the wizards and less witches than Tariq's. But again, he's got slightly lower level walls, so he's working on getting multiple enclosures open. Wall breakers are getting through a lot of these enclosures pretty effectively. Golems are starting to move in. It looks like he's cleared most of the surrounding structures, and now here comes the clan castle. The first rage spell goes down a little bit far to the outside, but it does help those witches as they start to generate massive amounts of skeletons. Zooms the P.E.K.K.A. in there, the king and the queen as well, and now everybody is headed in. The jump spell allowing access close to the town hall anyway. It looks like it might have been just outside that last wall. Now Dave's big level 40 king giving the little level 19 defending king a barbarian beatdown, and now the queen is moving in towards that town hall, pops her royal cloak, and now watch the skeleton trap activate right next to the queen. Had those skeletons come down sooner, they would have distracted the queen. She probably would have gone down to that expo before she took the town hall out. That was a close call, and the town hall wouldn't have gone down because now you can see the king, the P.E.K.K.A., most of the wizards and witches have moved out to the right side of the village. They're going to go around the exterior structures, unfortunately, but it ends up working out well because the king and the P.E.K.K.A. can move through these structures without being slowed down by the walls. It is going to get them closer to 50%. It becomes a race against damage at this point. The king and his barbarian fist is still active, 41%. Lots of structures going down out here. We've got the lab, spell factory. Hopefully they're going to move in here. 44% damage. It's starting to get close. Dave pops the barbarian king's iron fist, and as they move around through these lower hit point pumps and mines, they're going to get through the last one there, 50%, and then notice here the king turns to the right and goes after that wall. Luckily he did that then and not one structure sooner. It could have been disaster, but Dave squeaks out a 2-star victory. So that brings us to our last attack of the day from none other than yours truly, Galadon of Lost Phoenix, trying to brush up on his go wipe skills here. I dropped my golems on the top left of your screen. The wall breakers do get through that outside wall, and now the units are starting to funnel through the center there. The jump spell, well placed, I think. It's getting us through to the town hall, access to that expo and the Inferno Tower. Everybody else moving in here very, very tightly packed though, and that splash damage is going to cost me some wizards and witches. There goes the rage spell. The single targeting Inferno takes out a golem, but that's okay. I wait and use the freeze when it's on a P.E.K.K.A. And now here comes the clan castle. Everybody moving in towards the town hall. It's a massive mess right in the center. There goes the lightning spell, trying to get as many of those clan castle troops out of the way. Just watching for the damage to go to the town hall. We've got skeleton traps slowing things down there, distracting the big units for a few seconds, but the queen does get through the town hall eventually, and now it looks pretty good. We've got a lot of health left on both of the royals. Looks like we've got a P.E.K.K.A. or two left, even a golemite down there to distract. 41% damage, and now just a massive amount of damage on the right side of your screen just vaporizes almost all of my units. I hit the Barbarian King's Iron Fist. It does not seem to make that much of a difference there as they get stalled on that level 10 wall. The queen has gone down, the king is down. We've got a golem up here, and now I'm using the last archers. I only have 3 left. Now I've dropped all of my archers but 1, and I can tell I'm going to get through this far right elixir pump, but that's only going to get me 1 or 2 percentage points. I dropped the last archer at the top right of your screen. She goes down. These 2 archers are working on the elixir pump and the barracks while that cannon, or both cannons actually, are being distracted by the golem. Then they finish the golemite. They turn, they eradicate my last archers at the top of your screen. I've only got this 1 archer on the right. She gets through the pump. That's 2%, 49% damage, and the attack ends. I get out of breath even just watching this replay over again. As we look back, it is right here. If I had dropped 2 archers on that elixir pump instead of 1 on the elixir pump and 1 on the barracks, then the elixir pump would have gone down before the golemites were killed, and I would have gotten the 50% victory. The 3rd archer right there as well, if she had gone with either one of these other 2 archers, that 1 archer misplacement ends up costing me the victory, turns it into a fail right here, and that fail quite possibly costs the entire clan the war as we end up losing by 1 star. 47 to 46 despite using all 50 of our attacks. You can see it right there. We had 1 fewer 2-star attack, 1 more 1-star attack, and it quite possibly was mine. So feel free to console me for my heartbreaking loss in the comments if you are so kind. Otherwise, please just check out my other videos. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite. Thank you guys again very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with more full attacks. Galadon. Put that in the top 5 list of favorite moments in Clash 2014.